So it is time to continue with the STA3 platoon, and well, time to take a look at the Hori prototype, which is a vehicle that I was interested in a lot. Now this is a very big tank. I like to call it the Bento lunchbox of Doom, because just look at the size of this thing. It looks kind of like a box. Now it has a 105mm main gun, 40 km/h is the top speed, 80 km/h is the reverse speed, 51 tons is the mass, average penetration is 206mm, 6 crew, 8.6 seconds reload. The frontal armor on this thing is actually fairly good. It has a very good slope and you can definitely bounce quite a bit of shells with it, but the weak spot is basically around the gun. That's where the armor is the thinnest, and that's where you shoot at this thing. If you want to shoot and destroy the Hori prototype, shoot it in the upper part of the hull around the gun. One hit there and this tank is destroyed. Although surprisingly maneuverable for its size, it has two types of ammo, APHE and high explosive, which honestly is pretty good, and has more than enough power to penetrate most of the tanks that it will face. Now it will struggle against Yak Tigers and heavily armored vehicles like the T-95 and similar, but with the high explosive you can technically overpressure the T-95, and you do have enough maneuverability to move out of the way of a Yak Tiger, so you still do have quite some options to defend yourself against those more heavily armored vehicles. Now, how does the Bento lunchbox play? Well, we're about to find that out. That's a T-29, and yeah, that was a very good hit. One shot, one kill. This is APHE magic. Now, this gun only has two types of ammo, unfortunately, and thankfully they did give this tank a decent ammo type, so you will not struggle a lot playing it. But APHE and 105mm does work really well. It does reload very quickly though for a 105mm gun, which is a nice thing, I guess. And honestly, the whole construction and the X-ray image of the Hori prototype is actually very interesting. The engine is in the middle of the vehicle, and I think it's a V12 engine. I think at one point I will click on the... Yeah, it's definitely a V12. And I got hit by a ATGM. Ironically, that ATGM did absolutely no damage. Not really sure how that was even possible, but the ATGM did very little damage. The Hori definitely has very good armor, and most players don't really know where to shoot the Hori, because this vehicle is kind of rare to encounter nowadays. But it is definitely not invincible. Just shoot it in the top hull around the gun, and that's usually where the tank is being destroyed in one hit. I also love how it has that, how the top of the vehicle opens when you lower the gun. It has very good gun depression as well. Not the best, but obviously it gets the job done, and you can do hull down with the Hori easily. So it's good enough for that. Now, where should I go? Well, let me go towards Zone A, since obviously on Zone B there is nothing much happening. So I will move my tank destroyer over here and hope that I get some kills with this thing. Again, this gun is very good. Unfortunately, it does only have two ammo types, but you can work with two ammo types easily. A Tiger 2 should be able to penetrate the turret of the Tiger 2, but the Tiger 2 doesn't want to risk it. Okay, that's fair. I will move forward, and I will move right over here, and let's see if I can shoot at some things. There's smoke all over the place. STA1 destroyed. The reload on this thing is really good. Oh, a chunk. Okay, that's a scary tank. Weak spot is between the turret and the hull, the turretry. Can the trunk... Well, the trunk bounced. Okay. Let's see if I can put at least one more shell to immobilize it a little bit. And now I have to move forward. Okay. Oh. Oh, well, I did not see that one. Okay. Did not see the Tiger 2 creeping on the corner there. And luckily I turned to look at it. And the Tiger has been destroyed. Okay. Oh, I am in a tight spot here. This is a big tank and there is... that was close. And there's a bomb at my left. It was a bomb. Oh. It blocked my tracks. And right now the repair takes quite a while for this vehicle. The repairs take quite a bit of time. And I am definitely not in a good position in the open. Very close to the enemy spawn point as well. There is a chunk behind the wall there. Actually, let me see. Oh, well, that's not looking good. 2 panthers spawned. One panther completely ignored me. And the other panther, well, the other panther is destroyed. Well, where's the other panther? Oh, there they are. Why they didn't even spare a second to look at me, which is a big mistake. They're busy with the Tiger 2 there, but I'm rotating and boom, panther destroyed. Now my tank is damaged. Some of my crew is also dead, so I have to move into cover and repair this thing. And with 12 chrono power, I'm definitely not the fastest heavy tank, or not the fastest tank, sure, actually, but I'll get to cover. I will definitely get to cover on time and I will repair. Not really sure how I survived that. I mean, the survivability on this thing is actually really solid. So, not really a big surprise that I survived all that. This is a very, very, very nice little tank. Now, while the tank is repairing, I will jump in the bomber and hopefully have a successful bombing run. Or maybe not, since I am already being chased by something. Well, by a fighter. I love how the teammates never really bother to actually save me when I'm in a bomber. And we have a... that's a yak tiger. Okay, immobilized yak tiger. The tank is fully repaired, so I can move forward. That crew is also replaced. And there is the yak tiger. I can easily penetrate the side of it, and yeah, the yak tiger has been destroyed. That's 6 kills with the whole prototype, not bad. And this does look like it's going to be a victory. Not too bad. It was pretty decent. That was a good match. That was definitely a good match. Okay, let's go to the next battle, and well, I got this map, Rhineland. Now on this map, with this vehicle, you can easily go pretty much anywhere, to be honest. You have good armor, and you have a good gun. But in this case, I like to go over here and take advantage of the height of this tank. Is actually pretty tall, and you can shoot over cover quite easily with the Hori. And this little position is really good for it. You can angle and you can shoot. We have a Tiger E and a Tiger 2P. I just shot to see where they are. I got a... I definitely have quite the idea on where they are at the moment. I also love how they are shooting at my frontal plate, which is the thickest armor. One Tiger of us easily penetrated in the turret. It was actually a very good shot. even though I did not really see the tank fully. I just shot where I thought they would be at. I didn't quite hit where I was aiming there, but the Tiger 2 is now falling back, and the other Tiger got destroyed, penetrated from the frontal plate. That was a very good hit. 105mm APHE does a lot of damage. It's a very nasty shell that you definitely don't want to get hit by. APHE is one of my favorites. Was one of my favorites and still is. In medium and low tier is basically the best shell that you can have. Besides the occasional HEATFS or APDS, APHE and all other types of APHE ammo like APHE-BC and similar, it is definitely really solid. You also do have APC-BC, the explosive APC-BC, which is also a very solid shell, but APHE-BC is definitely, I would say, the one that does the most damage when it penetrates, has the most explosive. Now let's move forward. This position is decent, but you basically are exposing all your turrets, and that's basically where the weak spot is, so not really a position where I like to be at with this vehicle. I would like the enemy to shoot at my frontal plate that can bounce shells, and in this case this position is not the best, but I have to work with it. I actually might move forward, have to go around B and protect. Well, the enemy is capturing B, so I guess I have to go towards B. Well, I guess time to turn and time to move. Thankfully this is not a... Surprisingly, this is actually a very maneuverable vehicle. That's one thing that surprised me a lot when I took it out for a spin for the first time. I have a Panther. Panthers have thrall armor for some reason, sometimes it bounces, but I'm not really too worried about that Panther. They are moving around. I think they will show... oh, there they are. And the ricochet, really. Oh well, they also bounced. Okay, let's see if I destroy the Panther now. There we go. That was a good shot. Okay, now I can continue moving where I initially planned to go, and that is around zone B. And that is right around the corner, should be right around the corner over here. But so far this has been a very nice tank. Yep, I'm definitely not going to be able to catch up with those aircraft. Let me do a nosedive and go back to the destroyer, because I'm definitely not going to be able to catch them. There we go. Okay, let's continue driving around. I am on 4 kills, which is okay. Didn't get a lot of action on zone A as I expected. That's fine. We are hopefully going to get some more action around zone B, which is in the middle and usually where most action is actually happening. Or not. It is clear, surprisingly. Oh, a Tiger P, and they did not see me. They're eating. Okay, well, time to use this gun depression to use. Yeah, that Tiger is not even looking at me. This is funny, actually. They did not even realize that I was right next to them. How can you miss a huge box like this? I have no idea. But the Panther has been the Tiger has been destroyed. I'm capturing the zone. Zone captured. Let's keep moving backwards now since artillery is working. And now I will go towards C and hopefully manage to capture the zone. But technically I can stay here and guard B, but I don't think anyone will come here. The enemy will try to defend C, or maybe... yeah, let me just... I'm going to C, but I'm taking a little detour. Going to take the backroom entry to the zone, because I don't want to get flanked. The side armor is not the best in this tank, and this way I can only face enemies with the front armor, while the gun is actually facing towards the enemy. So, well, the friendly team is already working on capturing, so I can let them get the base. I can move forward and maybe go deeper into the enemy territory. 44 km/h, I'm getting some very good speed on this thing. 44-45 should be the top speed that you usually get in the Hori prototype.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Now the enemy is capturing the zone B. Okay, that's fine. Time to do a U-turn and go towards the zone. But we are winning. We definitely will win the match unless something very, very bad happens, which is completely possible. It used to happen before, did happen before, so always a big possibility that something can horrifically go wrong. Now we have a Hetzer there, and unfortunately I think I have way too much penetration for the rear or for the side armor on the Hetzer, and I was hoping that APHE would explode and kill the vehicle, but apparently that's not happening. So I'll just use high explosive, and yeah, high explosive more than enough to overcrush the Hetzer's side armor. Still a big gun after all. Well, that was a very good match, and let's do one more. Let's do one more match with the Hori prototype. It's been going really well so far with this tank to start, and it also does make a lot of silver. After all, it is a premium vehicle. Honestly, a very good premium platoon. I really do like it. It's a very solid premium platoon. Now with this vehicle over here you can go around the famous rocks. Since this tank is so tall, you can actually shoot over the rocks, which is really good since you can cover the whole side. Oh look, a Jumbo. That Jumbo is about to have a very bad day, since this gun can penetrate the frontal armor of the Jumbo quite easily. There we go. Went right in and messed up the Jumbo screw day. And that was a very nasty hit. Next time, that was a light tank, also a very solid hit. Of course, this tank is big. While that's good and while it allows me to actually shoot stuff, it's also kind of bad since they also can shoot at me, since I'm a fairly big target here. But these rocks offer enough protection for me to be around them, and it's so far doing a very good job. That's, yeah, I expected that to actually go through. It didn't. Well, I did enter the bomber, and let me yeet the bomber. Let's drop some bombs on the Tiger, and let's drop some bombs on whatever that is, and let's crash, since, yeah, this vehicle doesn't have any model landing, I think, because it's a bit of a weird vehicle, a weird aircraft. Unfortunately, my bombing one was quite not successful, since I did absolutely no damage to anything there. Oh well, let's go and move a little bit forward. Oh look, AT-26 ammo racked, beautiful, that was a good hit. I will go and I think I'll capture zone A. Might get some action around the zone there. We're about to find out. This tank is a decent sniper, I would say. And I kind of like this position. That is a... I don't know what that is. But it is behind cover, so I can't really do much about that. Let me go and capture the zones. I'm already pretty close to it. Might as well capture it, right? There we go. Oh, that's unfortunately a miss. It's a light tank, okay. Let's see if they do show up. Just a little bit forward. Just move a little bit. There you go. That's a nice hit. Well, we're holding all 3 zones. I'm on 4 kills, which is not that bad, I guess. Well, about to be 5 kills. That's a M4A3. Nice hit. Well, I can move forward, I guess. I mean, the match is already kind of... We already kind of won the match, so... I'm not going to complain about that. Let's see if I can shoot down. I definitely need to like adjust my sensitivity a little bit. How did they survive all that? I have no idea. I tore that aircraft to shreds and it's still flying. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Yeah, my sensitivity definitely needs kind of a improvement, but that was a decent match. So that was the Hori prototype. Definitely very interesting tank destroyer, very fun one as well, and I'm glad I actually bought this bottle. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe, and with that being said, stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.